Well, here we are. Hey, I've got an echo. What's that all about? Turn my mic down a little bit. Hey, Ginger, how are you? And can you hear me okay? I turned the sound too low. I can't hear the game now. Detested Dredge, I'm doing fine. How are you? Hope you're well, everybody. So am I making any noise? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Alrighty. So, Plains and Simple again is where we're at. Stevie map, as you guys well know. Let me grab a little bit of fertilizer here. Or, I'm sorry, this is not fertilizer. This is seed. The reason I said fertilizer is I had my truck here ready to go get some liquid fertilizer for these things because they're out of liquid fertilizer. I have gotten some made, I think. Thank you, Dredge. Thank you. Thanks for everybody to stop by here. We're going to be doing a little bit of farming on Plains and Simple, the Stevie map. So I got some harvesting to do. I started doing a little bit of some logging. So we'll see how that goes. Where does this junk go anyway? This junk goes in one of these places. Let's see. Is it? It's not that one. That's a hay barn. So it's not that one. Not that one. Maybe this one? No, that's the poo-poo one. Let's be this one over here. Did I hear the test news? What test news? I haven't been on the internet except for, well, I've been on, hey, Kevin's in the house. I haven't been much on the internet. I watched the E3 thing last night, or whenever it was, but other than that, I haven't really been on the internet. I've been recording. Oh shoot, did I put that in the right one? Evidently I did. John Deere for Farm Sim at 19. John Deere, huh? Cool. We won't have to rely on mods then. Although we will anyway, because it'll be easier for them. I don't know. We'll find out how modding is on 19. If you remember, the modding for 2017 started out a little bit slow because people were having a hard time figuring out some of the particulars about how to do it because it changed a little bit. And so we'll see, but that will allow, if we're going to be able to do mods, that's going to allow you to be able to do them a little bit easier if there's actually a John Deere in the game. Because to have a John Deere in the game now, it's just a skin, because we didn't have John Deeres in the game. So you had to take a different tractor and make a skin out of it that looked like a John Deere. You're adding cotton. Too late. We've had cotton for a while. Here's the thing. I don't mind if they add stuff like that. But give us some production to go with it. That's what I want. And maybe they will. So, in other words, okay, we're going to give you cotton, but the only thing you can do with it is sell it. No. I want to take the cotton and make fabric out of it so we can make clothing or, you know, that kind of thing. So hopefully, you know, they're going to do stuff like that, because otherwise, Okay, they're going to have cotton. All right, well, I'm not going to get real excited about that. I can have cotton now. Case carton, harvesters, cotton harvesters. Hey, Bill. Got to get some beauty rest, do you? I'm just happy you come around for even for a little bit, Bill. It's always good to have you on the stream. Hey, Serge, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. I've got all the seeds taken care of. Let me get this guy out of the way here, and we're gonna go see if we've got any liquid fertilizer. Need to get some potatoes in here and get them washed. So what's new, Bill? Joe's in the house. Hey, Joe, how you doing? That's always good news, Serge. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Anthony's in the house. Anthony, do you prefer Anthony or do you prefer Tony for short? Some people do prefer a short name. I, for one, do, because as you know, my real name is Rudolph, and I never go by Rudolph. As a matter of fact, when I have to sign something of a legal nature, where I have to sign my legal name, which is Rudolph, I can't sometimes remember how to even spell it, because I never sign it. I always just sign Rudy on everything. Released a CGI trailer. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for liquid fertilizer over there. Let's see how much I got made here. Okay, so you prefer Anthony. No problem. That's an easy one. I generally go with what people type in, because I figure, you know, if it was me and I made a name for this, it wouldn't be Rudolph, because I don't like being called Rudolph. So, I mean, it's not even fun at Christmas time. Come on, give me a break. It's only 22:08 p.m. Only? What do you mean? That's past bedtime for me. By about 8 minutes. I don't know. I usually go to bed about 10 o'clock, but I don't go to sleep till about midnight, 1 o'clock. I either watch a little bit of TV or I'll read. I enjoy reading, so that didn't make very much fertilizer. Let me see what I got going here. Is there nothing in that? Does this not show? I thought this showed what you had in it. Look, it's broken. Does this have a what do you call it? These things don't have... Huh. Let me look in here. There's only 1% in there. Okay. Do I have a red nose? I do if somebody pops me with their fist. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't get red nose from that. I get a red nose sometimes if I have a cold and I blow it too much or use too much Kleenex. Serge, I think the other end came out first, so I don't think it was the nose that they saw when I popped out. That I'm just guessing. I don't know. I was there, but I didn't actually get to see it. So, anyway. Let's see. I want to find the... Where's my... This guy. Let me get this guy going. Get rid of some of these things. Let's put this in here. Alright, Bill's going to be right back. We'll let him go. Mainly because we can't really stop him, right? I did. Thank you very much, Ginger. I had a very nice anniversary. We actually got to spend the day without kids. That was nice. And we actually got to go out to dinner, just the two of us. That was nice. So yeah, we had a good day. Good day. Thanks for asking, by the way, Ginger. Always appreciate that. Although, as I've told you before, when I first started YouTube and they told me that one thing you should never do is talk about personal things. Well, you know, we're people. We all have personal things. And if I don't talk about my personal things or your personal things, how do we get to know each other? I never did understand that. But, you know, basically they were saying you're there to just entertain them. And, well, again, aren't you entertained by knowing more about me? I don't know. Yes, my birthday is on, is it Friday? The 15th? I think it's on Friday. Oh boy, I get some cake. I can't wait. I'm diabetic, so I don't eat that kind of thing on a normal basis, but I really am very good about watching what I eat, so I don't let it bother me too much if I slip a piece of cake in once in a while. I'm not real big on sweets anyway, so that's good for me. I don't have cravings, so I don't crave candy bars and cakes and pies and that kind of thing. I don't crave them, but I do enjoy one once in a while. I don't know where those kids came from. I know where they... Well, actually, that's not true. I know where they came from. I don't know how they got in there. That's my thing. And there's another thing about that. You know, you'll learn in life. I said this one time, and I made my kids mad at me. When I said, you know, to my wife, I said this to my wife, you know, I really love my children, but sometimes I don't like them. Now, how could that be? Well, because they're people. Do you like every person you've ever met? I doubt it. I doubt there's a lot of people out there. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that have done things that you got upset about and made it so you didn't really like them all that much. Well, your kids can be that way too, because they're kids. You know, even as they're growing up, they get worse when they start growing up. And they start doing things that you don't believe in or you don't approve of. It doesn't mean you don't love them. They treat you like crap sometimes. And that doesn't mean you don't love them, but you don't have to like them. I think one of the biggest mistakes some people can do is try to, instead of being a parent, trying to be a friend to their children. If you know what I mean about that. Oh! I gotta get some harvesting going here. Did I have something special for dinner? Actually, Serge, we went out to a Mexican restaurant, local Mexican restaurant that we used to eat at all the time. We used to meet there for lunch about, at least once, twice a week. Because I lived in one city, I worked in one city, Carol worked in a different city, and this particular restaurant was about halfway between the two. So it was convenient for us to just drive a little ways and meet each other for lunch. But yeah, we had a really nice dinner. We debated on what to go do, but we just hadn't went out for so long, and Mexican just sounded really good to us. So That's what we did. Let's see. I need to grab... I think I didn't buy anything special for the Lucerne. So let me see if I can use the mower to do that. Normally, I think what I would do would be to... Let me see here. Would be a forage wagon, but I don't have a forage wagon. I don't have any money to buy one. So let's see what we've got. Forage wagon, loading wagon right there. That's not it. That's not it. What am I thinking? I'm thinking harvester. Am I not? Yeah, I don't even have one in here because it's the wrong category. There it is. Dang it. I'm all confused now. This right here is what I would normally do, but I don't have that. Oh, it's pretty cheap. I could buy that. Let me buy that. I want a bigger engine, that's for sure. Guess I could leave it black. Standard wheel setup, rim color, I don't care. Let me buy this, but then I'm going to need a header for it too. And I'm pretty sure that it is a not that. That's a corn header. I'm looking for a mower type header. Maybe this one right here. How big is that? 6.2 meters. Is that all? The New Holland is 6 meters. 6.1. Oh, hey, going with that one. So I planted lucerne. I do like spicy food, Serge, and I'll tell you why. I've mentioned this before. So, hey, Thunder's in the house. How you doing, Thunder? Almost didn't see you come in. Danmark's in the house. Are Plains and Simple a good map to play on? Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a Stevie map. If you haven't played a Stevie map before, a lot of his maps are similar in what he uses to put the map together. I'm talking about the production, the buildings, that kind of thing. So, yeah, they're a lot of fun. But anyway, get back to the spicy food. I do not have a real strong sense of smell. And so, because I can walk into a room with other people and they'll say, oh my God, can you smell that smell? And I'll say, no, not really. Or they'll say, oh my God, that smells so good. I can't smell it. Or if I can smell it, I have to stop and say, wait a minute. Oh, right. I can smell a little bit of roses or, you know, whatever it is. And people will say, oh, it's really strong for me. Okay, now here's the thing with spicy food is if you have not so strong a sense of smell, then that messes with your sense of taste. And I can prove that. Get yourself a head cold and get your head all clogged up and then eat some food and tell me that it tastes the same as it normally would. It doesn't, because your sense of smell affects your sense of taste. And so I tend to like a little bit spicier food because of that, because I like some flavor in my food. And so I spice it up. If that makes any sense, it does to me. And I don't know, you know, I can't prove it scientifically, but I think that's true. That your sense of smell and your sense of taste kind of go together. I'm looking for the new piece of equipment I just bought. There it is. This isn't going to match, but I don't really care. Yes, I did. I was on business I was working for the Rainier Bank in Seattle at the time. And I had to go to Little Rock on business. Oh, it scared the hell out of me. And I've said before, like where I live on the coast here, the West Coast, we don't have, we do have severe storms. Don't get me wrong, but not severe lightning storms. Most of the lightning storms we have are out on the ocean, that kind of thing. So we can sit on our front porch and enjoy a good storm, where normally if you live in places like Arkansas, you don't sit out on the front porch and wait for a storm to come over. just for fun. It's just not done. Let me get this guy over to where I need it to go because I'm kind of lost. By the way, if you look at the map here, there's field 15 right, let me see, right there. Field 15. I bought that little field because I want to put sugarcane on it. And let me get this thing started and I'll tell you why I want sugarcane on that field. Alright, let's see. Let's just start it over here. I think I can just hire a worker to do this. Now this particular forage wagon has a, don't ask me where it's at, but someplace in there it's got its own tank and it holds a lot of product. So let me just hire a worker here. Is this even working? Maybe this isn't how you do it. Okay, evidently I can't use this to do it. It's 100%, so it doesn't. It's not mowed. Lucerne isn't mowed. Do I need a? Darn it! Do I need a regular harvester to do this? Hate doing sugar cane. I do too, but there's a reason why I put it in. Let me show you. Let me get out of this. I'll figure that out in a minute. I put in a couple placeables up here. One of them is right here where it says Zucker. Zucker is sugar, I think. Anyway, this was already here. Stevie put this in, whatever this is. Let me see. There's something about, you can put something in here. Let me see. Where did I see it? Right there. Fertilizer bought for cash. So you can bring your fertilizer here and sell it. Right there, I imagine. And the rest of this lot was completely empty. So what I did was I put a sugar factory in here. So we've got a sugar factory in. Oh, cutie pie. We got a sugar factory in here that does both white and yellow sugar. Actually, it looks brown to me. But you get white or brown sugar, and it actually, you don't have to put pallets here. You don't have to put, they're already here. You don't have to put pallets. You just bring in the sugar cane and water, and it automatically puts it on a pallet. Then there's a place over here where you can sell it. Right here. Connor's in the house. Hey Connor, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, my friend. So I put that in because I don't have any other reason to do sugar cane, and I don't like doing sugar cane. So I wanted to have a reason to do it. And I wanted a little bit more production, so I put this in. Ooh, this guy got a motorcycle. Oh, it's just a scooter. Information board? What kind of information? Well, let me run back to the Lucerne with a regular combine and see what the heck I'm doing wrong. Because if that thing doesn't mow it, then neither does Enterprise. I wouldn't think. I thought you did. Why wouldn't you? It's grass. Lucerne is grass. It's hay. Why wouldn't you mow it? But that mower doesn't do it. Let me see if a combine will do it. Combine doesn't do it either. All right, fine. Let me go get Enterprise. That doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe Enterprise will do it. Connor says he's doing. You mean you don't feel well, Connor? Is that what you're meaning? Because Connor says he's terrible. Or something's terrible. Unless he's talking about me, I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. All right, let me see if this thing will work now. And does it make windrow? It should make. Okay. What the hell? What the hell do you cut it with then? Hang on. Let me try the corn header and see if that's what it is. I'm going to make it black so it matches the other thing. I don't have enough money. Oh, great. How much is it? 50,000. Right, I got to sell something. No problem, though, because look what I got. I put in another placeable. Let me show you. Over here behind the shop, there's an empty spot here, and I put a sales spot in here. This is one that I do, and it will. So you can sell everything you want here, anything you want, anything. I can sell. Well, I shouldn't say anything. Most anything. I can sell digestate. I can sell slurry. I can sell fuel. I can sell almost anything you can produce here, and if it's not set up to sell something like this was not set up to sell sugarcane, because I had this mod long before sugarcane came out. So I remodded it so now it does take sugarcane. So we'll be able to sell sugarcane there if we want to. All right, what's Connor talking about? Is it fully grown? Yeah, it's fully grown. Feel for you, Connor. What? I missed what's wrong with Connor. Connor says he works for California Fire. Oh. Well, that's you know, thank God you do. Somebody has to do stuff like that. I used to be on fire department in my local hometown, and me and my buddy both had Dodge Ram 4-wheel drive pickups, and the fire department bought each of us a tank that was set at the fire department, and we could just drive underneath it, drop it down into the back bed of our truck, and take off. And it had a little engine on it and a nozzle and stuff, and we could go out when we had, because I lived in a place where there was sagebrush around, and a lot of times we'd get into an area where they'd have a sagebrush fire. Well, we had these little four-wheel drive pickups, and off we'd go. His was red, mine was white, and we'd take off, and we'd get one of our buddies to sit in the back of the truck, and they'd use the pump, and we would fight the fires with it. A lot of fun, even though it's dangerous and hard work. It was all volunteer. We didn't get paid for it. But fighting forest fires, yeah. Well, you know, it's early in the season, too. So I think the thing that bothers me the most is when you hear that the fire was set by some silly kid doing fireworks or somebody smoking a cigarette and dropping the butt out and that silliness. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's my... Let me find Enterprise. We're going to get him off the field. In the meantime, let's get this guy. And let me drop this mower thing in the bobberdoodle. I'm going to drop this. And then we're going to go and pick up that other header. Yeah, lack of rain. And they, you know, California doesn't have any water. They steal it from Nevada. Just kidding. That's been a controversy longer than I've been around. But anyway, what am I doing? Let me get this guy over to the shop. And what's this strip? Not my field. Let's go see if this thing will work. And if this doesn't work, I'm just going to plow that crap up. Oh, I needed to sell something. That's what I was doing. What should I sell? I could sell some straw. I got tons of straw. Where am I? I'm lost. Let's go this way. Thomas Johansson's in the house. No, use that one. Robert's in the house. Robert Riley. Hey, I didn't say that right, did I? What, use what one? Use that one. Use what one? Okay, let me see. Let me sell something here. I need a little bit of money. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's do main farm to sell point. Okay, and I want to do sugar beets. I got tons of sugar beets. I can do sugar beets. Don't I? I don't ever want to do sugar beets again, though. Let me just sell some straw. I got tons of straw. So let's do that. Hang on. Let me run up to straw. And then drive the course. Okay, Thomas said use that one, but I'm not quite sure which one he's talking about. Connor says he almost lost his house. Oh, goodness gracious. That's a little bit close to home. Literally. No pun intended. I did. It wouldn't work. Thomas, I did try it. It didn't work. And the reason why I'm surprised is because I've used it on other maps to add lucerne. And you just mowed it. I've been told, Ginger, that it is. I've been told that it is. I think Scorpion told me. Because we were looking for maps, and he said, oh, there's another Canadian one. And he downloaded it, put it into his game, and he said, oh my God, this is the same map. With, of course, different, production on it. There's probably a reason why they call it Ultimate. So I think Canadian Village was a map, and then they just pumped it up with lots of production and called it Ultimate. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, you think that's what it is, Serge? Empty the harvester. I just bought the harvester. There's nothing in it. I just bought it. You guys watched me buy it. There's nothing in it. But hang on. Let me check this other thing out that somebody just said. Serge. What did you say, Serge? No, see lucerne. Right. Let's see if we have it up here. Oh, wait, no. Serge, the reason I know you can get it is because, let me show you. Hang on. This is why I think, this is why I know you can get it. Because this silo here takes lucerne right here. So you have to be able to get it in a truck so that you could bring it in and drop it right here. Right there, see, it takes lucerne and it makes protein silage. So I know you can get it that way. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Have you sold all your steak, sausage, and pork chops? Oh, on the other game, you are talking about. Are we back to talking about Canada? Because no, I haven't. What I chose to do was I chose to take it off of the spawning pads and drop it in the parking lot until there's a great demand. Or until I decide I need money. If you're talking about Canada, that's what I did. But, oh, I forget. You guys are about... Oh, you tricked me, Ginger. You tricked me. I forget. I actually forgot that I am about 4 or 5 episodes ahead of you guys. Because I record in advance. I've got a couple months worth of episodes already recorded of everything I do. Skyrim. I've got a new series I'm going to start on Fallout that I've got about 30 episodes recorded of. So, yeah, you tricked me. You're not going to see me sell that stuff or do that stuff for a couple of episodes, at least. Does the header work on lucerne? Which header, Joe? So far, I tried this, and yes, somebody asked me if it was ready, and it's 100% ready. I tried Enterprise, and it does not work. So It's not doing it. So Enterprise isn't doing it. I tried the other header. Why did... How could it have grass in it? Oh. Did I mow a little bit of grass before I got on the field? That's what I did right there. Okay, I got you. Hang on. Let me go get it. But that doesn't make any sense, though, because that forage harvester is a mower, just like this is. Anyway, let me go check. I understand what you're saying now. I must have mowed a little bit of grass before I got on the field. Ugh, I got too much equipment here. There we go. All right. Let me head back with it. Let me head back with this. Field number 9. Alright, we'll go hook this up again. And yeah, it's got grass in it. Let me go grab a trailer. Oh, he's working. Let's get one of these trailers. I'm doing this because I'm in a hurry. Normally I'd drive over there, but I'm kind of in a hurry. I want to figure this out so I can get on with other stuff. On the Canadian map, have a problem with oil factory. Can you put compost in it or just fuel? Now, if you're talking about not the refinery, you're not talking about the refinery, is that right? You're talking about that place that has like oil pumps and stuff. Because I haven't done any of that yet. Okay, what's going on? It must have put it in there and I just didn't see it. Oh, it did. It did. Okay, let me grab this then. Let me grab this. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably what I did. Which I'm kind of surprised if that's the case, because normally if you have less than a percent in there, actually it's more like if you have less than 2 or 3%, it just replaces whatever you're mowing with what you have in the tank. All right, let me try this. That's what it was. All right. Thank you, Ginger. Sorry I missed it. All right. Thanks, guys. I missed it. There was something in it. I thought, how could there be anything in it? I just bought it. But what I did, and you can see it right there, I started the mower up before I got on the field, and it mowed grass first. I see it now. I see the light. Don't go into the light, though. If you go into the light, you're gone, buddy. You're gone. You're up to heaven. Stay out of the light. Now I'm cooking with oil. Okay, let's see. I grabbed some fertilizer here. Let's go take this fertilizer back to the farm. Yeah, thanks Thomas. I knew what you were saying. It just wasn't striking me that I had anything in the tank. And I knew that mower had to work because that's how I've done it before. Okay, I want to ask you guys a question here, and I want some response, if you wouldn't mind. When I record, I'm in my studio, and I've got everything closed up. Because I live across the street from a school that's very noisy, I even closed the window up. So I'm wondering what would happen if I turn my air conditioner on, if that's going to be too loud on the live stream. So I'm going to turn my air conditioner on here. Okay, and you guys give me a holler if it's too loud. Alright, it hasn't been kicked on yet. There it goes. Let me know. Yo-Yo's in the house. Yeah, I'm surprised Scorpion's not on either, but I know his kids are home, and he's been doing quite a few things with the summertime. Summertime and kids, they kind of go hand in hand. Mandy's in the house. How you doing, Mandy? Can't hear it. All right, it's definitely kicking out air right now, so if you can't hear it, that's good enough for me. But anybody else? Loud and clear, Joe says. Okay, well, you know, it should be. It should be. It doesn't really surprise, well, it kind of does, but I mean, I've got a very, very expensive mic, and I have it set up to where it's not real sensitive. It hears me just fine, but it doesn't pick up a lot of background noise. And so I'm able to, let's see here, where am I supposed to put this junk? Hang on, let me figure this out. Where's the fertilizer go? I hate push to talk, because half the time I forget to push the button and I've talked for 5 minutes. So I have my microphone set up to be on all the time. So I've got it really set perfectly for me being able to talk, yet it doesn't kick the mic on for every little sound. Let me see. That's not it. Around the front here. You hear the truck? It's a loud truck. Actually, this one's not too loud. Maybe you put it from the front. Let me try that. I think I did the last time. That's how it was. Liquid fertilizer. Okay. How did I put this stuff in the last time? Hang on, let me see. Doesn't say, does it? Did I back it in? That's not it. A little bit more voice. Mike's in the house. Hey, Mike. Mike's a saint just like me. All right, hang on. Let me adjust that a little bit. If you think I need to be a bit louder, because I generally keep my mic turned down pretty low, because in real life I'm kind of a loud guy. So let me hang on here. Let me kick the mic up a little bit. Okay, I kicked it up about 5 notches. Tell me if that's any better or worse, or... How you doing, Mike? Okay, let me look at this. Where in the hell's the thing that it looks like it's supposed to hook up right there, but I can't. Huh. Let me try it from the back. saw a trigger. I did too, actually, but now I don't. Let me try it from the other direction here. Hang on. Perfect, Joe says. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm doing well. All right. Now, there was a trigger. I saw it myself, too. Maybe I'm just from the wrong side or something. But now it's not popping up. There it is. All right. It's not letting me do it. Come on. Unload. Well, now I'm afraid of doing that. Is it going to put it in the I for unload? Yeah, isn't that usually where you just drop it on the ground? Oh, thanks, Yo-Yo. We're in tall cotton now, by golly. You know what? I'm going to give up on this because I don't really care. And I'm going to move on to something else. I got harvesting to do. All right, let's see. Let me get this guy over to a field. Open him up. I got stuff I want to do. Hey, Fred's in the house. How you doing, Fred? How's your evening going? I hope you're doing well. And I'm going the wrong direction. My fields are that way. I think I've got soybeans because I have everything but soybeans. Well, not everything. I've got all the standard fruit except for soybeans. So I wanted to stockpile some soybeans. This map also has sawdust on it, and there's some production for that purpose, I think. Yeah, he does. These things are fast. All right, let's get this guy started. Let's kick this pig. Field number uno. Harvest field number uno. I don't have to worry about windrow. All I have to do is figure out where I'm supposed to be. Okay, I'm supposed to be on the whole other end there. Almost 1 p.m. Had actually a pretty good day. Pretty good day. I got a little bit of farming done today. Today's my farming day because if I do a live stream, I like to farm up until 1 o'clock. Yesterday was my Fallout 4 day recording. The day before that I was recording Skyrim videos. And the day before that I was recording Farmer's Dynasty. And every day is a render and a compression day. I'm constantly rendering. What is that? How did Lucerne get there? I remember I had the Lucerne thing going, didn't I? You changed to white letter tires. Don't like white lettering. It's Fred. It's just getting late over there. Who's working the combine today? Craig Dodds is working the combine. I haven't seen Craig today. I haven't seen Scorpion today either. Let's grab another combine. I've only got 2 combines. Sherwood, I've got that. I play that once in a while. I can't recall. I think 2015 I recorded Sherwood. I don't think I've recorded Sherwood in 2017. I played it, but I haven't recorded it. I guess I could stop selling my straw. I don't need that corn header thing anymore. At least not right at the moment. Okay, so let's see. I'm on field number 6. Let's grab a course for field 6. I don't seem to have one. Why not? I don't have a one for 6. Did I just hire a worker here? I bet I did. Doesn't matter because I don't have any windrow to pick up, so I don't really need a course. You don't like white lettering on a combine? I've actually never seen any white lettering on a combine, but then I've only seen combines that were actually being worked, you know, on a farm, and that wouldn't be very practical. If you're talking about a show combine for pulling, you know, and that kind of thing, like they have those pulling contests and things like that, maybe you'd have some white lettering because it would be more for a show. All right, here we go. Who's on this one? Harold Teague is on that one. The newest John Deere combine from Facebook. I don't do Facebook. I have a Facebook account, but I'm never on it. I don't like social media accounts. I hate them. I've got a Twitter. I've never Twittered. I never tweet. I've got an account because I want to, when I put a new video up, it pops up on the Twitter account and it pops up on the Facebook account. But I hate social media. I don't like it. There's no privacy there. My information gets given out. I couldn't prove it, but I think they sell your information. I wouldn't be surprised. So no, I don't know. Is it on a particular Facebook account or? I haven't seen it, Fred, but a couple people were talking about it earlier today. Do a Let's Play on House Flipper. I actually have the House Flipper game. If you remember, I did some recordings of House Flipper, but it was the beta, and it was buggy as all hell, and they didn't have a lot of option there. I actually have the regular program now that's out for sale, and I played it the other day, actually. I could do that, I suppose. You know what I could do? That'd be a good Let's Play, or not a Let's Play, that'd be a good... that would be a good live stream for like a Saturday where I want to live stream something besides farming. It's on other sites. New City from Vesix for the last few days. A very fun map to play. I've got some stuff from Vesix. He's the one that made the combines that I use for the extra crops. These things right here. I think these are Vesix. Now, Fred, that particular one you're talking about there, I've always wanted it. That's on my wish list. I haven't actually bought that one, but I've got I've had it on my wish list forever. I used to watch what was that guy's name? Chipmunk or somebody played that. He was a guy that played a lot of Euro trucking. He had a name, kind of a funny name. But anyway, it looked like a lot of fun. Yeah, Google's into everything now. They want to control your life. They want to control your information. They want to know where you're at all the time. They want to know what you're doing. They just want to get in your business. But so does Facebook. They all do. Isn't Google making that car now that's supposed to drive itself? That's going to be a ball, isn't it? I'm be afraid to drive my car out on the freeway if everybody's sitting in their back seat letting their car drive them. That'd be kind of weird. Let's see, I need to run over and check on field 15. I bought field 15. It's already got crops on it. I think it had millet on it. but I want to plant sugar cane on it, and I don't want a huge field of sugar cane. So I bought that little farm right there. That's why I'm broke. I don't have any money. I had to sell quite a few crops to get this field here. It wasn't too expensive because it's a small field. All right, this is ready to go. It's only 71%, but it's ready to go. Anybody got an idea of what you do millet? Is millet a harvester, a grain header, or is it a corn header? Anybody? Squirrel, that's the guy. Yeah, a guy named Squirrel. I used to watch him when I first started watching YouTube, and I was playing Euro Trucking. I wasn't recording then. I didn't do YouTube then. As soon as I started YouTube, I stopped watching anybody that played a game that I play. But anyway, that's a personal thing. That's kind of like I need to stop this guy selling all my damn hay. Stop. I'm selling all my hay. Although I told you to. Never got into ETS. ETS was a lot of fun. I liked it. That's why I eventually bought my my G27 Logitech steering wheel, gear shift knob, and pedals because of that game. And now I use it here on this game. It takes a grain header. Thank you, sir. Somebody told me, I wish Scorpion show up. He was talking today, or was it yesterday? Yeah, my days kind of go in together sometimes. Scorpion was telling me about that 4-H wagon that I'm using, that black one right there, that one. Scorpion was telling me that he found a header that goes with this thing, because this thing has a tank in it, and look how big the tank is. This thing's got 125,000 units in it, and it's only a quarter full. This tank must be huge. He found a header for this that he said was really wide and would actually harvest almost anything. And I thought, well, okay, that's a little cheaty, but you know, I guess having a tank on that thing's a little cheaty too, though, isn't it? Because basically, the interior of that thing right there is supposed to be for threshing, you know, because you're threshing the crop to turn it into chaff. So it's a threshing machine in there. It's not a tank. So I'm thinking that the cab has a glove compartment in it, and all the products go in the glove compartment, and the glove compartment is made by Doctor Who. And it's bigger on the inside, So there you go. Works for me. June is flying in. It sure is. It's almost halfway done. I know, because my birthday's halfway through the month. Has this got cotton? Let me take a look. I can't recall. I think it does, but I'm not sure. Yep, it's got cotton right there. It do have cotton. Ginger says, Squirrel, that Squirrel fellow's been live streaming Bus Simulator 2018. I haven't watched him for probably about 3 years. The TARDIS. Yeah, I have TARDIS. I have TARDIS in this game. I have a TARDIS in Fallout 4. I have the actual TARDIS. And you can go inside of it, and it is bigger on the inside, and you can go to a computer terminal and teleport anywhere you want, or else certain places anyway. Right. Okay, I need another combine, but I don't have money to buy one. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to grab... Uh-oh. I need to grab a truck, is what I need to do. Let me head this way. He only uses, Joe says he only uses the tank mods in that harvester. Well, I don't know, but you've never seen me use the regular one. If I use a harvester, forage harvester, it's this one. It's this one here that I'm using. Nice sunset there. I like sunsets. You guys have heard me say that. I like that time of day. Oh, I've got grass in this damn thing. I like that time of day because of all the years. You'd get home from work, you'd change your clothes, you'd have some dinner, you'd go out on the porch, and you'd watch a sunset, and it just made you appreciate the end of the day. You know, you're just relaxing, enjoying an adult beverage or something, and conversation with adults, not the people you work with. A lot of people I worked with didn't seem very adult. Is it really? Is it really? Soup du jour time. By God, it is. I had a cup of tea that I was drinking when you guys came on. I'm lost. Where am I at? I'm supposed to be over there. Well, I'm sure glad that you guys cannot hear the air conditioner because, man, it was getting hot here. Now, when I record, I can't have it on because it does pick it up in the recording. Let me see if I can sneak up and get some soybean beans from this guy. Come on, put your header out. Come on, can't you see me here? Oh, are you kidding? Come on, there we go. I'm going to give you guys a heads up here. In next month, I'm going to be doing traveling, and I don't take PCs with me when I travel, so I won't probably be doing live streams in the month of July. Some, because I'm not leaving till like mid-July. Mountain Dew time. Time flies when you're having fun. It does indeed. In actuality, it flies when you're not having fun. I don't know where in the hell time goes. It just kind of slips away, doesn't it? Uh-oh, wife just drove up. I have a webcam out my window so I can see what's going on in my front yard. There's, I've told you before, I live across the street from a grade school. And there's traffic all day long. People driving in my driveway, people blocking my mailbox. I've actually had people drive up on my yard because they couldn't find a parking spot on the street. So they pull into the driveway and then drive into my yard. And it's just awful. Anyway, I put a webcam out there so I can see what's going on. That way I can watch for the mailman if there's somebody in front of the mailbox. It's against the law here to do that. Time and tide waits for no man. That's a good one. Can I steal that? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Soup du jour. Ah, refreshing. One of these days I'm going to do that and I'm going to snort some up my sinuses and all hell's going to break loose. Anyway, I was saying there's a... Hey, Cameron Teller's in the house. How you doing, Cameron? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I love the company. I hate doing this by myself. Anyway, I was telling you there's in my town there is a law that you can't block a mailbox either 15 feet either direction. So you can't be within 15 feet of a mailbox. Now, what they mean by that is actually parking your car, getting out, and walking away. If you're at the school and you're just dropping a kid off, or you pull up and you're waiting for your kid to come out, then it's kind of a gray area because they'll be able to move if the mailman shows up, or if you talk to them, they'll be able to move. But they can't park it and leave. I can have it towed if they do. Now I wouldn't do that because I don't want to make a mortal enemy over something like that. But I certainly would go out and put a note on their windshield and ask them, please don't block my driveway or my mailbox. Soup du jour, yeah, that's the soup of the day. You know, hey, Scorpion's in the house. Everybody's been asking about you, Scorpion. You're a celebrity. They miss you. I was telling them about the header that you said you found for that forage wagon. Did you ever test that out? Do I know French? Are you talking to me? If I know French? I know French fries. And I know French bread. I love French bread. I don't know what make... Oh, you know what else? I love French toast. And French women are okay as long as you put a muzzle on them so they can't talk. Uh-oh. I didn't really say that. That was rude and nasty. I apologize. Anyway, I like French bread, French toast, French fries. I don't have any French in me, I don't think. I've got some Irish, a little bit of Norwegian. I've got Spanish in me. I'm American. We have everything. We're mutts. We have everything in us. I need to sell some more stuff because I don't have any money. And I want to buy a new combine. French 30 years ago. The only thing that about French is you have to admit, well, you don't have to, but I do. I have to admit that when somebody is reading French or talking French and you don't know what they're saying because you don't speak the language, it always sounds romantic. I guess that, to me. There are other languages that aren't quite, in that frame. I know a little bit of Russian because we have a lot of Russian ships come through the coast here with stuff, and they'll stop and come in. And I used to work with with some of the sailors that would come in. They don't speak English. I don't speak Russian. So I learned a little bit of Russian. Now, Russian is kind of there's no other way to put it. It's kind of a rough, guttural language, as well as German is kind of that way too. And that's not a criticism, that's just the way it sounds. And French is not. French is kind of soft and flowing, and at least that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. What do I have that I can sell that I have lots of here? I'm get myself in trouble. I got lots of grass, but it doesn't sell for very much. Potatoes, straw, wheat, soybeans. I don't have much of. I have beet pulp. What do you do with beet pulp? Oh, I think you feed the animals with it. Oh shoot! Talk about animals. Sugar beets. I got 1 million sugar beets. Let's sell some sugar beets. Right. Okay. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna sell sugar beets. That's what it was. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do. How do I get so many sugar beets? Sugar beets. There we go. We're gonna sell some sugar beets. Drive the course. German is definitely You think German is romantic? German? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have anything against the German language, but it sounds kind of harsh and rough to me. Yeah, I haven't been watching the chat very closely. Scorpion, did you answer my question about that header? Or did you miss it? Did you miss it? Did you miss it? I said it 3 times because every time you guys put a comment up, I see 3 versions of it. I see one from YouTube, one from Twitch, and one from Mixer. Yeah, that's what I thought. Beet pulp. You sell beet pulp on the Canadian map? Yeah, I can sell it on this map too. I can sell anything I make on this map because I use my own sale point, which I showed you a little bit earlier. Over here, over here, over there, over here. I put my own sale point in sometimes. I don't use it on every map, but I did put it on this map. I think it's behind. Yeah, it's behind this store here. And if there's something that you can't sell here, I mean, look, it's even got the liquid stuff I can sell. I can sell liquid fertilizer. I can sell slurry. I can sell digestate. Anything that I want, I can sell here. And if it's something that it won't take, I just put it in when I get off the. I'll stop the game that I'm playing and I'll add it in here. I just recently added sugarcane. So there you go. Was part of a Kloss bet? Yeah, but okay. I missed it. Sorry, Scorpion. Did it work though? Or well, I'm sure it did. How did it work? Is it worth getting? I should ask. Okay, here comes this guy. God, slow it down. Must be happy hour. This guy's in a hurry. My truck's getting dirty. I have a mod on that at midnight all the equipment gets washed automatically, so I don't have to wash the equipment. Hey, Scorpion was working. What was Scorpion doing? What did I have Scorpion doing? Says he's done. There's Craig. There's Harold. What was Scorpion? Oh, I bet you Scorpion was mowing the Lucerne. So I need to get a truck out there to pick it up. Right. Okay. I don't have a truck though. I do have a trailer. I got this trailer. Huh. Okay, this is the place that makes the sawdust, I think. But I don't have any logs. I need logs. So this thing here, okay, so this one here makes, what does this make? Sawdust? Actual setting, yeah, this one makes sawdust here. This one makes wood chips, but I already have wood chips. So you make the sawdust here, and then you come over here with this thing, and you put, oh God, I'm stuck. You put sawdust, you put wood chips and logs, and it makes something. What does it make? Oh, so Johnnery 2, fuel, board pallets. It makes board pallets 1 and 2, and sawdust, and I don't know what the hell it does. It does something. Maybe it makes these outhouses over here. Look, his and her outhouses. Alright, I don't know what the hell that thing does. What does this one do? This one does... This one makes logs, or takes logs, and it makes pallets and barrels and cargo boxes. Sweet. Good. Good to know. So I don't know what the hell that thing does. What do you do with the sawdust? You used it in that machine I just showed you, but I don't know how it works. I'm going to have to try it and see. I need to get a truck over here and get this Lucerne taken care of. Let me just drive this over. Looks like I missed a little Lucerne in this corner. Let me pick it up. I'll drive this back to the farm. I do hate logging. I do. Are you on the road, Scorpion, or are you still at work? I probably shouldn't say I hate logging. I just don't like it in this game. This is a farming game. And I understand that if you're going to have products, you need to have pallets, but why couldn't you just buy the pallets? Because I doubt if any farmer that I know makes his own pallets. And I grew up in a place where you had a lot of orchards where a lot of the fruit went on pallets and stuff. And nobody made their own. They either bought the pallets or the pallets were provided by the place that they were selling the fruit. Right, now I know I've got another trailer over there. Let me use that one. I almost sold that trailer. But I'm running low on equipment. I've got tons of equipment. I just don't have enough. Oop, head up. Let's see if this thing will unload in that trailer. Wow. That was instantaneous. It filled that thing. Double lots in the house. What's the weather like? Today, it was overcast. But no rain this morning. It was overcast, and it's been about 72 degrees. But I can't see any sun. We have what we call an inversion here. That when Portland area, inland, not necessarily Portland, but the inland country will get really warm. And if it gets like 90 to 100 degrees, it kind of sucks the cold air from the coast inland, and we have overcast weather. So whenever they say, hey, oh gosh, Portland's going to have 90-degree weather tomorrow, it's going to be nice and sunny, usually means that we're going to have overcast weather. So today was an overcast day. We don't have any sun, but it's nice. 72 degrees, you can't beat that. All right, now I got to find a tractor to pull that thing, which I don't have. What's this? Is that thing? Nah, I don't want to use that. Uh-oh, trouble. Hey, Scorpion's home. Scorpion's home. Where are you at, Double Lot? Are you? If I'm north of you, you must be California. Or are you in Oregon? Are you the one who told me you're also from Oregon? Yeah, Scorpion. They were talking earlier. Connor was in the house, and he said they're having California fires already. He's been out fighting fires. Hard and dangerous job, and a lot of times it's a thankless job. I'm pretty sure if you're in a neighborhood where it's burning houses down, those people are very thankful. But if you're just out in the forest and somebody throws a cigarette out there and the forest catches fire and burns down, a lot of people don't really care as long as they're not in it, which is sad. You're in Vancouver. Ah. I used to live in Hazeldale for a while. And also I lived out in orchards for a couple years. What's the humidity been, Scorpion? Have you kept track of that? .68 sounds good to me. to be honest with you, 72 degrees is usually about as warm as we get in the 70s here. If it gets to 80 or 90, it's a scorcher. I mean, it's unbearable if it does. Nobody in town has air conditioner in their homes because it just doesn't get warm enough for us to have air conditioning per se, you know, built in your home. We have air conditioner in our cars because we travel, but houses don't have air conditioning generally here. Businesses sometimes do, but lots of soybeans coming in. I'm going to double up on field number 6 as soon as those 2 combines are done. Got 100,000, but that's shy of buying a combine. Let me see how much I'm going to need. Oh, I forget. This thing's got those chutes down on the bottom. I always overshoot my 44% humidity, which is better than when I was in Florida. Florida's terrible. And Florida, last time I was in Florida, they got some weird grass there. They got grass that's got huge blades on it. It looks like if you walked on the grass, it'd just slice your feet up. And then they've got cockroaches the size of cats. You know, I saw a cockroach outside. I swear to God, it was carrying a brick across the street. Scared the hell out of me. We don't have cockroaches here. Or if we do, you never see them. I've never seen one. What am I looking for? Harvester. Harvester. Let's look and see at where's Wackified? Oh, Wackified's in its own thing. Hang on. There we go. All right, so 377 plus a header. So I need over 400,000. Pacific Northwest map got an update. Driving through the mud. I don't know where the mud's coming from on this map because I haven't had any rain for several days. Alrighty. I gotta make sure I'm not selling all my sugar beets. I don't want to sell all of them because I know I don't have anything to feed the pigs. I've still got plenty. Plenty O'Toole. A midnight lunch. What are you having for your midnight lunch? Alien Jim is updating Sussex Farm. I haven't seen Alien Jim since I was playing Spectacle Island. 50 degrees Fahrenheit feels like 45. Where are you at, Mike? Is that cool? Is it, or does it just get that cold at night? It still does here. I think last night was down to 47. Okay, I was looking for a tractor and I never did find one. Let's see, what's this? I could use this one, I guess, because I'm not using this. Let me put this in the barn. I actually haven't seen it yet. I haven't been on the internet all day. But yeah, they've talked about it. Talked about John Deere. You just have to remember that when they make a trailer, They want you to be impressed. I've seen a lot of trailers that the game didn't live up to the trailer. Not to say this one isn't. I'm just saying. Bread with pate. So Serge is having a pate. Party down, buddy. Pate. John Deere was a huge announcement. Northwestern Alberta, Canada. I have friends that live up in 100 Mile House in BC, British Columbia. Gosh, I haven't seen them in a while though. We used to run up there all the time, but I haven't seen them in a long time. Alright, so let's see. What do I need to do? I need... You know, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have animals and they're starving to death. Scorpion's doing a dance. Why don't you take a video of that? I'd like to see it. Alright, where's the grass? Give me some grass. There it was. There it was. Got it. What did Andy say? I missed what Andy said. Andy was talking about pate. It sounds good to me, whatever it is. I gotta go feed the sheep. They're starving, as well as the cattle and the pigs. There's the pigs. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Where's the sheep at? Oh, they're back over this way, I think. The sheep are by the water. Sheep are hogging all the water up. Where's the troughs? Oh, I missed them. Thanks, Scorpion. Yeah, I just want to try it. If it's too cheaty, I probably won't use it, but I'll definitely use it on a regular play that I'm not recording. If it's bigger. Bigger's better sometimes. Somebody asked me if I could put these water mods on the Canadian map, and you can, but what you have to do is the map itself has to be set up for it, just like a map has to be set up for you to use the seasons mod and other mods as well. So the map has to be set up for it. You can't just take a placeable and drop it. It won't work. So and then you have to place it using Giant Editor, I think. So anyway, let's give these guys a little bit of water. Water, 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 water. Oh man, that sounds cool. And I mean literally temperature cool. You know, being a hot summer day, you jump in a trough and dirty up the animal's water. There you go. Okay, let's grab. Oh, there's a stupid little gold nugget there I don't want to get. Patty cake, patty cake. Oh, come on, guys. Don't make fun of food. Food is good, I tell you what. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't chase women I can't catch. But by God, I like to eat. I've got an appetite to eat. And you know, I'm not obese. I just like to eat. I didn't realize these guys needed that much water. I thought I saw a Porky. Porky Pig. Porky Pig was one of my favorites. Also with Winnie the Pooh. I did not like Winnie. I still don't like Winnie the Pooh. Never cared for Winnie the Pooh, and I didn't care for Tigger. I liked Piglet. Piglet was cool, and my favorite was Eeyore. I loved Eeyore. It'll never work. The guy was just cool, man. And he was a gentleman. He had a tie and he kept losing his tail. All right, let's go give the cows some grass, I guess. Some great grass. Food is good. Food is good. I'd give up live streaming if I could eat. Food's important. Like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't chase women that I can't catch. So I gotta have some vices. Mountain Dew is one of them. All right, let's drop some of this in to make some more silage. Drop this in here. And then I put that lucerne in the tank. I need to actually get it out and throw some in here and make some hay. Liver paste. You're right, Serge. It is liver paste. Now see, I grew up where when you butchered an animal, you ate everything. You had pickles, pig knuckles. You had pickled pig's feet. We had what we used to call head cheese, which is where you make cheese out of the brains. We ate the liver. I mean, you just ate everything. You didn't let anything go to waste. Right, let me grab that lucerne. I don't know how much we got. Right there. Grab that. I'm up to 140. I'm not making very much money selling those beads. I haven't heard anything about the editor, about Giant Editor. I'm running out of fuel here. I'm gonna have to buy some fuel. Oh no, I'm stuck. No, how did I do that? I busted loose. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about earlier. It might be a while before we have any mods, because the last time when they changed from FS15 to FS17, they used a different editor. They used it in, and it was it worked completely different. They changed from LUAs to XMLs. Am I in the wrong one? I am. Darn it. Ah! What I get for talking. I can't talk and walk and chew gum at the same time. Well, I can, but the gum ends up in my hair and my beard, everywhere else. I'm curious about FS19 because I don't know anything about the engine they're using. Is it a different engine than the one they're using now? If it is, the scripting may be completely different. Let's see if we've got any silage in this machine here. I see we do. There's a number on the counter. Doesn't look like much though. Well, that's not going to be enough. Let me run in here, grab a little bit more silage. How are we doing for beets? Oh, we still have quite a bit. Oh, so they're released. I thought they were releasing in October. They pushed it back a little, huh? They said a new engine, so I'm sure it will make converting mods a lot of fun again. Yeah, yeah. Then you got to learn a whole new way of modding. All right, I don't know why it went down this way. This is crazy. These articulated tractors sometimes are kind of hard to drive. They're easier to drive from the inside. You control them a lot better because your mind isn't confused by that articulation. Man, it's muddy here. December 6th, huh? Get yourself a new Christmas present. I gotta go check on combines. I'm getting behind in my work here. Yeah, it's cooling down. It's down to 70 degrees outside. December 6th is your birthday. Cool. Do you have kids yet? I do not, Double Aught. I do not have kids yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to make them. I'll get there somehow. Happy birthday. Oh, wait for it. You celebrate? What is that? Your version of Christmas, St. Nicholas, on the 6th? Yeah, cows and chickens, and she does some cooking, Double Aught, but she doesn't make any soup. I have to make my own soup. I'm a big soup eater. I like soup. I like chili and stew. And soup. Soup's good for you. Gotta get to that other field over there. must be doing field number 4. St. Nicholas Day, and it's not exactly Christmas. Well, you know, what's Boxing Day in Great Britain? Is that something to do with Christmas? See, Boxing Day to us is the whole month of December when we're wrapping presents and we're boxing them up and spending lots of money that we don't have. All right, I'm lost. I know I have another field I'm working. Which one was it? Oh, God. Was it 6? Did I just drive right by it? Somebody's done. Somebody's done. I'm just driving around the farm, having a good time. They had a John Deere tractor for the big reveal, huh? No haggis for me, I'll tell you that. Something for the kids. It's like Santa Claus. Okay, I'm completely confused. It must have been field 6. There we go. I'm back. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Boxing Day is a public holiday. What's that mean? You have to give presents to the public? Hey, I got a new game I was playing called Vampire, and they spell it P-Y-R for, you know, vampire. Scared the hell out of me. I was playing it last night. Now, you guys, you have to remember, those kind of games, I turn when I play games, especially horror games, I turn all the lights off, I put my headphones on, and I crank up the sound, and I scare the hell out of myself. I call it, what do I call it? I call it, let's see, headphones on. I call it hollow something. Headphones on, lights out, volume up. That's it. I call it hollow view. Headphones on, lights out, volume up. And I scared the hell out of myself. Yeah, that one's something else, I tell you what. I'm a little confused though. I was a little confused. Now, in this game, you play a doctor that gets killed by a vampire. So you become a vampire, but you're still a doctor. So your style of play can be 3 different things. You can play it as a doctor where you're not wanting to take human life. And I haven't played very far into it, so I don't know how you do that. So, or you can play an all-out vampire where you just eat everything in sight and become evil, if you will. Or you can do something that helps the community, because it's in the 1800s, I believe, in Europe, and there's plagues going on and stuff like that. Excuse me. Can you imagine during a plague time having to deal with vampires too? So there's kind of 3 ways to play, but the thing of it is, when you start the game, you cannot select a level of, I want to play an easy mode or a hard mode. You can't select it. The game selects whether you're in easy mode or hard mode based on your actions. So the more people you kill, the easier the game is to play. I'm assuming that the reason for that is the more people you kill, the more strength you get as a vampire. So it becomes easier to play because you get more vampire skills. Like you get the ability to fly, or you get the ability to, you know, teleport through walls. I'm just making stuff up, but you got the gist of it. Hey Gunnar, how are you? I have Alan Wake. I have all the Alan Wake games, and I played the first one a couple of hours. I haven't actually played it very long, but I have them, yes. Okay, I gotta get that other combine. Looks like Harold Teague is done. Emus Farming. Hi there. Hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, Emus. I'm sure I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but I try. Alright, this guy is ready to move on, so let's stop him. And this is field number, what, 1? So we're going to go up to field number 5. Vampire Diaries, you mean the TV show? Jeremy's in the house. Gunner's in the house. Who else? Did I miss anybody else? Oh, Emus. And I'm not pronouncing that right, am I? I would not be surprised if I got that wrong. Is it 2 hours already? Am I running overtime? No. This field is kind of growing at different... Look at, I got 3 different rates of growth on here. I got 71%, 42%, 57%. That's weird. Call you Peter? All right, I can do that. I could do that. Well, I don't know where to start this guy now, then. Let me check the other combine. Is this one? This one's got grain in it. Let me get this one. Getting there, getting there. All right. Now, while I'm waiting for this, let me grab. Let me check and see if I need any fields plowed. Let me see here. Okay. Fertilize. Let me turn that off. Alright, I don't need those. I need 15 plowed. But that's it because it's a new field. But other than that, I'm doing great. Cool. So I can actually just seed if I want to. $12 till 2 hours. 12 to 2 hours. What's that mean, Scorpion? What? I thought Peter was Peter. Pistol Pete. Okay, you guys get carried away now. Come on. Is it pronounced Petter in some places? Oh, I got you. Alright, well this isn't the field that I want to be in. I feel like Star Wars. This is not the field you're looking for. I don't know what to plant now, though. I'm going to plant something different. What should I plant? What do we got? Maize, grass, sunflower, soybeans, oats, spelt. How about doing some dinkel? Cotton. I'm going to do some cotton. Maybe not. Millet, rye, triticale, sorghum. lucerne, potatoes. No, just like you said, it's okay, Peter. All right. Well, I don't know what Scorpion was talking about then. Depends on the accent. I don't have an accent. I'm American. We barely speak English. I'm going to do Dinkle. On field number 6. So, let me see here. Let me get rid of that. And let's pull up field number 6. And I don't have... Field number 6 does not have... Really? I don't have a seating for field 6? Did I just buy 6? I don't want to do it on this end. Let me do it on the end closer to the farm. Jeremy Burnett, Farming Simulator 19. We are happy to finally unveil the highly anticipated John Deere brand, joining the largest garage ever in a farming simulator game. Cool. You talk to Peter all the time? In real life? Oh, what the? Uh-oh, I threw him off. I threw him off his course. He's going to hit that tree. Oh, he missed a tree. Guy drives like I do. Who's driving that anyway? Let me see who's driving that. Josh Cantlin is driving this. The guy drives like I do. You go, Josh. All right, let me get this thing going here. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do field number 6. We're going to do southwest. We're going to go east. East is 180 degrees off. Let's run. Whoop, 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 whoop. Back up. There we go. And we're going to do... I'm going to just do one headland, I think. And let's save it. We're going to do field 6, seed, southwest heading east, and it looks like it wants us to start going the other direction. I can do that. I have the technology. Crazy driver! Hey, you got to get from point A to point B. Oh, you were telling a joke. All right. Was it dirty? It was dirty, wasn't it? That's why nobody got it, because it was dirty. You talk to your Peter all the time. Is that what you meant? That's pretty sad. Come on, Scorp. Oh, jeez. I guess you had to be there, huh? All right, let me grab a truck. Head out, get that grain. See, that's the kind of joke I'd tell them to get in trouble for. Yeah. Josh is driving the rude man way. You just go from point A to point B, doesn't matter what's in the way. There's a mountain there, that's okay, we can climb it. Actually, Bill was here, but he's been working pretty hard. He came in and said he was only going to be here for a short time because he had to go to bed. So, Bill is either working hard, tired man, or he actually found a real-life dirty blonde. That's an inside joke. Bill was in the hospital a year or so ago, and he was watching my live streams, I guess on a tablet or his telephone, and me, Scorpion, and I said that we'd send him a dirty blonde nurse to take care of him. So he's been chasing dirty blonde nurses ever since. And there may be a language barrier there when it comes to dirty blonde. In America, if you have blonde hair, there's California people that have just yellow blonde hair. Then there are people that have a light, it's just a really light brown hair. It's still considered blonde, and they call them dirty blonde because they're not bright yellow. It's more of a tan color. It's more maybe this color right here. It's not real yellow blonde. They call those in America, we call them dirty blondes. And so I think Bill, who's in Europe, probably thought we meant that this was a nasty dirty blonde. But that's not what we meant. But it kind of turned out that way, or at least that's not what I meant when I said it. The dirtier, the better. Yeah, Bill works too hard. Yeah, Ginger's got it. It's the color of your hair. And that's what I meant when I said it, but I think Bill took it a little bit differently, which is okay. Uh-oh, what's happening out there? What's happening out there? What? What? Did I run out of something? Something's wrong here. He's not dropping. Ah, stop. Something happened. He's not dropping. He didn't drop his implement there. Your wallpaper? Do we really want to see it? Your wife's a boxer? That'd be dangerous for me. Hey, if I'm not slapped up a side of my head, I don't get any physical contact at all. I say stuff like that, and sometimes she's listening. And she comes in and said, "Why are you telling people like that? I'm not that way." I said, "I know, but they don't know that." But see, she says the same thing to me, because she'll say, you know, she doesn't watch my videos. My wife is not computer savvy. She doesn't even know how to turn one on. And she could care less what I'm doing, playing my games and stuff. She doesn't play games either. And, you know, we have other things that we do. We like to read, we like to watch movies, and we like to go out to the beach and camping and stuff. So we have other things we do besides, you know, playing games together. But, and I'm talking computer games. We do play games together, but that's another story. But every once in a while, she'll come by and hear me recording, or she'll hear me during a live stream. And when we're done, we'll be sitting there eating dinner, and she'll say, "You know, the way you act when you play those games and stuff, people are going to think you're an idiot." And I said, "I know, isn't it great?" And we just laugh about it, because, you know, I've done a lot of things in my life, and, you know, most of them I've been really successful at. You know, I've got a pretty high IQ, but I like to have fun, and I have a kind of a big mouth. I usually say things before I actually think about them. Not always, but anyway, so I like to have fun, and I like to be goofy and just, you know, enjoy the games and stuff. But yeah, she'll come in and say, "Yeah, people are going to think you're an idiot." I said, "Well, I kind of am. Look, I'm playing games here." I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's having trouble. He's kind of struggling here. What is he doing? Well, that's a little bit waste of a header there, isn't it? Or of a cedar. What the heck? Huh. What's a joke? Mike said a joke and I missed it. Oh, your wife's not a fighter, but that part. Oh, I got that. Yeah, I knew. And that's what brought up the subject that I was talking about my wife. I'll say things about my wife that are funny, jokey things, and she's not like that in real life. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant there, Mike. I figured that you were, giving us a little bit of funny bone. Must be school's letting out. I'm looking at my webcam out there, and there's people like triple parked out there. Traffic's not even moving. I don't know if this is the only community like this. There are probably 7 or 8 buses in front of the school right now, and everybody picks their kids up. Nobody's on the buses, so you see a bus leave the school and there's only 2 kids on it. I don't understand. Yeah, I know, Scorpion. They are kind of messed up, aren't they? Well, guys, I hate to say it, but it's after 3 o'clock, and Carol just went off to get the kids from school, so I am going to head and call it a stream, and I'll see you again on Thursday. In the meantime, I hope you have fun farming your farm, and thanks for joining me. I appreciate it more than you know. In the meantime, good evening, everybody. I'll see you next time.